This is Dan from Kitsap CrossFit. I want to spend a few minutes talking to you about the power of body composition testing. Now, I think it's pretty well recognized that just measuring your body weight is really not the most valuable way to determine the success of your nutrition or exercise program. You really need a lot more data than that. And here at Kitsap CrossFit, the tool that we utilize to measure body composition is what's called the InBody 570. And the InBody 570 is one of the most technologically advanced, commercially available products on the market. Currently, the gold standard in body composition testing is what's called a DEXA scan. And the InBody 570 has been shown to measure within 98 to 99% accuracy of a DEXA scan. So it's really, really accurate. Not only that, it's really, really reliable, meaning if you do multiple scans, you're going to get consistent results. So it's a really, really valuable tool, and it gives you an absolute wealth of data. Not just your body weight, but it gives you your body fat, tells you your lean mass, and a whole bunch of other things that I'm actually going to demonstrate for you. And I don't think there's any better way to demonstrate it than to actually do a scan on myself. Simple as that. So, first thing we'll see is at the very top, my current body weight is 168.2 pounds. Now that gets broken down, and you see that my lean mass, which is basically my muscle mass and my skeleton, my bones, weighs 148.4 pounds. So that means in total I have 19.8 pounds of body fat. I also have 108 pounds of total body water. And that gets broken down into intracellular water, what's inside my cells, and extracellular water, which is outside my cells. And the reason that that's important is if that number is high, it could be indicative of like a chronic inflammation type of issue. And if we jump down here, we'll see that the ideal range is between 0.36 and 0.39, and I'm at 0.364. So I'm really not, there's no issue with like chronic inflammation or anything like that. Okay. Now, if we look at the muscle fat analysis, again, we have the body weight of 168 pounds. That gets broken down, and I have 85.3 pounds of skeletal muscle mass compared to 19.8 pounds of body fat. And what these arrows indicate here is that I'm basically at about 125% of the muscle mass of other 45-year-old males in my height and other categories. So basically I have about 25% more muscle than most normal healthy males, which I guess is a good thing. And then my body fat is right in this ideal range as far as pounds. So I have just under 20 pounds of body fat, so that's a good spot. My BMI, if you look at this, it's a little bit high, but partially because I have higher muscle mass, and BMI doesn't take that into consideration, which is why it's a number that we don't put a ton of value in. My body fat percentage, 11.8%, not my best, but still within the healthy range. Now, here's the other thing that's really cool about the InBody 570. Not only does it tell you how much muscle mass you have, but it tells you where that muscle mass is distributed throughout your body. So it looks at your upper extremities, lower extremities, and then it tells you right versus left, so you can start to identify any imbalances. This section down here is just the history of all the body weights that I've done. Okay, I had a little error when I was making this video today, so these two are from the same day. But what you'll notice is that from my last measurement, I've gained a few pounds. It's the end of summer. I had a pretty awesome summer, as you can see here. Body fat percentage went up a little bit, so what that's telling me is I need to start tightening down the screws again and getting a little bit more consistent with my nutrition, primarily nutrition, not so much the working out. I've been doing okay with that. This segment here gives me a breakdown of where my body fat is distributed throughout my body, so you can see I have more body fat in the trunk and in my legs than in my upper extremities. This number here I think is perhaps the most important number with regard to health. This is your visceral fat level. And this is how much fat you carry deep in the belly, so fat that's hanging out around your intestines and kidneys and things like that. And it's the number that's associated with chronic disease. You want that number to be below 10, or the ideal range is between 4 to 6. So I'm at 3, which means I'm in a pretty safe zone. Okay? And then this number is my basal metabolic rate. That's just telling me how many calories my body burns in a 24-hour period at rest. Okay? And I can use this number coupled with my lean body mass to start to create a more customized nutrition plan for myself. And that's what we do here. So we utilize all this information, to kind of give you a starting point of where you're at, and then we can use this to create a customized plan for eating real food and having a sustainable program that you can follow. So we'd love to encourage you to come in and try out an InBody. A one-time scan is just $35. And if you're doing like a nutrition challenge or something, you want to do a before and after scan, it's just $60. And if you compare that to other body composition testing tools that are out there, you'll find that it's significantly cheaper than those things. And if you want to add on some customized personal nutrition coaching, we can certainly do that as well. So again, I can't emphasize enough how valuable that tool is. The information that it gives you is really going to help you create a plan, or help us create a plan for you if you'd like, to help you see the most success that you can. If you have questions, please give us a call, 360-930-4226, or shoot us an email at info@kitsapcrossfit.com. Thanks a lot.